Yes, we are here. It is Tech Tuesday, and joining us is tech maven extraordinaire. She is an Emmy Award winning producer, founder, and leader of AI for the People. Matali Nkande is here. Hello.
Hey, Karen, how are you?
I am awesome, awesome, awesome. So you were telling me off mic before we came on that I'm perfect for tech. So, I leaned in, but I couldn't get it all, that you were telling me because we have time constraints and we had to go back
Mhm.
live on the air. So tell me more.
Hi everybody, it's so good to
Hey.
be back. The reason that I was saying you're so perfect for tech was the last time we were together, you just gave this anecdote where you were doing Pass the Baton and you were saying you had asked ChatGTP how had Mahalia Jackson been influenced by Bessie Smith. Now, I tell everybody the term technology just means tool. And as Black people, we are technology. We're always thinking about new ways of speaking about ourselves, and Pass the Baton was your technology. But what you did was challenge the generative AI system. And what I mean by that is it's an AI system where we give it an input. For example, Mahalia Jackson, Bessie Smith, that was your input. It then goes away and starts to look through its memory bank, right? It uses algorithms to do that. And then it gives us an output. And what you done through that question was discovered what we call a data void, like a black hole, something that it didn't know. And you have to remember $1 billion worth of investment, tens of billions of dollars worth of investment had gone in. And here you were, Karen Hunter, saying, but it's not comprehensive. So I ended up writing about it. It got widely picked up. And for someone like you that uses the technology and kind of breaks it, you would be great quality assurance for engineers. You would
Oh,
be
okay.
great
All right.
testing.
Yes.
You would be
Yes.
great. So when I say there's a place for you, I'm actually thinking job titles. I'm thinking
Okay.
basically you don't have to code. That's my big thing.
Right. Right. I inherently know that. I feel like any industry that I go into, I'm going to make it better because I'm a C360 and I'm going to challenge the people who think they know. I'm going to ask a lot of questions. My concern is I absolutely could break Chat GPT. I absolutely could put it on its ass. I know that for a fact, but I'm not doing that for free.
No,
And so if I do that, then it becomes really smart because I'm really smart and I don't want it to have all of the smarts that I have because now somebody else is going to take that and go get $1 trillion from some because it's going to be this is going to be $1 trillion company.
for
I'm not
sure.
contributing to somebody else's $1 trillion company whose morals and values and things I don't know how they line up. I'm not doing that. So I'm struggling with it because I'm hearing everybody using it. And it's really bothering me that we are giving it so much of our brilliance once again, and we're going to be left with nothing to show for it, having built somebody else's empire.
Not only are they doing that, which is deeply, deeply problematic. And I know later we're going to talk about Silicon Valley Bank and the fact that Roku had $500 million in the bank based on what you just said, right? We've bought the technology, we have the TVs, we have the systems, we get to watch it, but we didn't have $500 billion in the bank, $500 million in the bank. But I think the thing that concerns me about the uptake of ChatGTP at this stage is it's still a science experiment. Last Thursday, ChatGTP 4 came out. We had spoken about 3 just about 6 weeks ago. And guess what? They found in testing it's actually much better at advancing mis and disinformation because it just predicts.
Uh, duh. And
So,
yes, and it's inherently biased.
yeah,
Matali, I had Cena Gasnaby on, and he said, "Write something in the voice of Karen Hunter," and it was like, "Girl, honey, child, hey," like it was all of these things that I actually don't even do. Like
right.
I am very colloquial in my communication, but I definitely don't call people honey and all, I don't do that. So I was like, oh, you just picked a like black woman way of speaking and threw that on me. And 100 years from now, somebody would know me may not know the difference, right? And
Well,
that pissed me off.
it's a trope, right? It's a racist stereotype, it's a trope, but it also creates this environment for weaponization and violence against Black women. You and I were talking earlier before we came on that the Supreme Court is actually looking at this question right now. Last month, the court heard oral arguments in Google versus Gonzalez. And in that particular case, the Gonzalez family were suing Google because their daughter had gone to Paris to study abroad. She had been killed in a terrorist activity that ISIS took responsibility for. And in the investigation of the family, they found all of these ISIS videos on YouTube. And so their
Wow.
legal argument is the algorithms were feeding up these extremist videos that created this kind of this atmosphere for hate. And we as consumers should not get offline violence because of online bias and online
Sure.
stereotyping. And as we think about Trump being in the news cycle, a lot of the argument around Jan 6 was so much of that organizing was on these social media platforms. And even me myself, I'm a subject of hate. I'm a subject to the point that an academic article that I wrote ended up being put up. I wrote an academic article. It got retracted because these people had harassed the journal. And then the person responsible for retracting the article against me and other Black and Brown scholars wound up getting fired from their university. And, they still continue to reach out. So I am so hopeful that the justices really see that it may be just ChatGPT saying, hey, girl, hey, and making this mockery of you, but it's actually way more serious.